What we're going to do here, we're going to show you how to run a shackled stiff rig again for game lures. Shackled rig makes it easy to sort of interchange, and you'll find it puts a little bit more swing on the rig, so you'll find it easier sometimes for hookups and stuff. Shackle hook rig, same thing here. What we need to do, we get our relevant size crimp to our multi-strand wire, in this case again 400-pound wire. Go through our crimp. These hooks here are Mustad 7691S hooks. They're a heavy duty stainless hook. Again through the eye of the hook, back around, through the other part of the crimp. Push it down, again leave a little bit of a swing, a little bit of an eye on it. Get our crimping tools and crimp it good and tight. These Mustad 7691S's, super sharp by the way. Now, with our shackled rig, again approximately the same sort of distance here, the same rules applies with the skirt and stuff. Part of the hook has got to be inside the skirt, your trailing hook, and the bend up in your top part of the hook can't be down past here. So again, running about sort of 2 inches up here. What we're going to do with this one, we're going to rig it slightly differently. But again, we get our wire. Cut it. Again, get our relevant size crimp. Go through one part of the crimp. Now with this one, I'm actually going to rig it through the eye of the hook here. We're going to actually run it through a shackle. So what we need to do again, we need to have it so we're going to have it slightly offset. So we line them up here. We need to bend our wire here back at about 90 degrees to the trailing hook. Bend it back. We're not going to put it through anything, so we just put it through the other part of the crimp. A little bit trickier to do this guy. Okay. Now we've got a little eye up here. Got a wire all the way through, just leaving a little eye up the top. Okay, so it's going to sit just like that there. Get our crimp and crimp it. Good and tight. Now, we need to get our heat shrink again, relevant length, about the length of the shank of the top hook. Cut it off. In this case here, we line the top eye up with the wire gape on the hook, squeezing the heat shrink down over both. So it sits just up here and just through there. So line it up. You can see the wire. It's going to sit just nice and neat with the eyeball of the hook, both eyes together. Get our heat shrink. Heat it with our heat source. Try not to burn your fingers as you do so. Okay. Then get our bottom hook. Again, we're going to extend the heat shrink down. So we measure off the relevant amount of heat shrink. around the U-bend and the bottom trailing hook. Squeeze it around the shank, up over our hook. Again, try and hold it. Let's sit just there. Now we get our shackle. These are little Black Magic stainless steel shackle. You can buy them for about $4 or $5. And what you do, run the top shackle over, run the pin through both eyes, tighten it up, give it a little nib with the pliers so you get it good and tight. Last thing you need to do is get that trophy fish and if your shackle come undone. And this is it here. This is what we call our stiff shackle rig for our game lures.